Hello everyone. The initial two videos we have seen how to introduce and getting started with Jenkins, how we can install Jenkins and all. The second tutorial we have seen how we can change the home path or home directory. Now in this video we are going to see how we can schedule a build periodically, or we can schedule according to our time whenever we want the build to be run. Okay. So as I explained, Jenkins is already up and running here. So if you go and you can see in the Jenkins page. Now to start working on it, okay, if you go to manage Jenkins and if you go to configure system, you can see here Jenkins is currently installed. As I showed you in my last tutorial, how you can change the home directory of the Jenkins. Okay, now you go to manage Jenkins path. You can see here manage plugins. If you click on the manage plugins, you can see these are the plugins for which updates are available. Whatever the plugins you have already installed, it is going to show you if there is any updated version available. Okay, for example, see, I have installed 2 days back, so the installation version was 207 5.18203. So we have the updated version available for all these plugins. Okay, if you want, you can just select and click on the download and install after restart. So it is going to upgrade everything. If you click on the install tab, you can see whatever the plugins I have already installed, like ANT plugins, build timeout plugins, and all these plugins, right? We have seen in our previous videos how we can install all the plugins and all. And these are the available plugins. If you need some more extra plugins to be selected, there are a lot of plugins in Jenkins. So here you have to come. For example, I want to select these plugins. You need to select this. And here you can install download now and install after restart. Okay, this is the way you can select any plugins and start installing. Okay, anyway, we are not going to do any more selections. See, there are a lot of plugins. A lot of things are there in the Jenkins. So whatever the things you required accordingly, you can download it and you can install that plugins and use it. Okay. So these are all the plugins it will show here. So these are mainly for .NET development, all these plugins. So go back to the manage Jenkins page. Here, there is one more thing you can see. Install as Windows services. Okay. So you can install Jenkins as Windows services. So as of now, I request you not to do it, because if you install as Windows services, you can see the services in the Windows service. Like if I open services.msc, okay, which is going to open the services screen. Just 1 second. Okay, it came up. Okay, so if you install this, you can see one plugin here called Jenkins. Okay, and it will be running state. Or if it is not running, you can right click and click on start, stop, all these things you can do. Okay. So I request you not to do it, because as soon as you start the Windows, Jenkins will be running on your system. So it might operating system it might get slower, your operating system and all. So I request you not to install Jenkins and Windows services. Okay. So there are small options are there here. You can go ahead and check all these Windows service and all. So don't do it Windows service. Instead of doing that, you can open the command prompt and run the Jenkins, whatever I showed you in my earlier videos using this command. So whenever you want Jenkins, you can run this command. Jenkins will be up and running in your system. I don't want my Jenkins to automatically start running as soon as I open the Windows. Okay. Now let's go back to Jenkins page. Here, let me first create a new job. So you have to give some name here. Like I am writing my project 1, for example. Okay, Jenkins. Here you have to select this freestyle project, because we are going to select all freestyle project. Okay, so there are different options: external job, which project can be created by external jobs, pipelines and all. So let's select a freestyle project and click on the OK button. Once you click on the OK button, can you see my project gets created? My project one. Now here you click on save. It's already actually saved. You can put some description here. Okay, so this is the general information. What is the project name, descriptions, and all these things it's showing. Then if you click on the source code management, it will show you the source code management. So if you are using a subversion or git or anything, you can select. Otherwise you can select null. Then build trigger if you want to run the build. Okay, you want to build it periodically, or you want to build after one project is built. So if you have two projects, you can put the one project name. So once that project is built, automatically this project will be built. Okay, so trigger build remotely if you want to do it remotely, and all these stuffs are there. Then build environment. Okay, so if you want to do some operation before doing it. Okay, so our main concentration will be here, build. What project we want to build? Okay, see, we have started about ANT and all that you can do with ANT. Okay, then you can do it with shell scripting, Windows batch command, and all these things. Okay, so let's execute one batch command. So for Windows batch command, so here is the command which is going to give you the time. Like if I open command prompt and if I type this, if I hit enter, it's going to give you the current time. Okay, so let me use the same thing here. Let me close it. Go back here and put this current time and save the project. What I did, I created one project. Under that, I put some Windows 10. So as of now, you can see this sun symbol means we have not yet started anything. Or you can see this also, no build. We have not yet built. Now, how you want to build it? You have to click on this arrow mark and you can click build now. As soon as you click on build now, your project will start building. That is, it will execute all the commands and all. If I click here, done. Can you see it's building my project here? It started building my project. Okay. So here there is an option called enable auto refresh. If you want, you can enable the auto refresh. So it is going to see. If you are getting this symbol, means it's still building now, your project. Okay, see it's building. So it's still going on. Here, if you click here, you can see the details. Started 39 seconds ago, build has been executed for 39 seconds. Okay, if you click on the console output, you can see the output. See, started by user admin, building workspace, this under workspace, my project one, whatever I have created, and it started building. Okay, exit 0, it's typed echo this command and all these things. Okay, changes, you can see the status to the project. Okay, you can see it's still building. Now if you go to my project one, it should be done. Just taking some time. Just let me pause the video and check. Okay, see my building is done, so that you can see here success status. Okay, and you can see no build in the queue. Now if I click on my project one, you can see last build 2 minutes 8 seconds ago. So if you click on it, and here you can see build one. If you click on it and you go to the console output, you can see the output. This is the output, and finally you will see the status as success. Okay, if you want, you can delete build. Okay, edit build information, status, you can see the status. Back to the project. Okay, back to the dashboard, and let me build once again. If I right click and write build now, so it's starting again building my project. Okay, I have to disable it, is auto refreshing. So it's done actually. See, last success, build now. Can you see? If I click here, you can see console output. If I go, you can see the output here. If you go to the status, you can see build 2. Okay, so if you go console output, this is the result of the build 2. Go to my project, you can see, can you see build 1 and build 2. Build 1 run in 9:52 p.m. and build 2 is 9:54 p.m. So this is the way you can build the project. Okay. See, build stability. No recent build failed. So it's showing in the star mark. If something is failing, what is going to happen? So let's see. Let me go to this project. Configure. This configure, go to build. Let me do something. Maybe, let's not give the percent. Save. Let me go back to the project. I'm writing, right click, build now. Now my project will be start building. Okay, see, pre-build is done. If I click here, okay, this is also valid, so it's showing, if I go to the console output, it's showing time, echo time. This is also valid, sorry. Then let me go back to my project and project, go to configuration, go to build. Here, let me delete it. So I want to actually make one build fail and see. Execute shell. This is not a valid shell command. Sorry. First time. It's not a valid shell command, right? This is a valid DOS command. So it should fail now. If I save it and go back to my project, go back here again, configure, build now. It started building the fourth one. Okay. Can you see in the red color? Red color means failed. And can you see here two cloud icon and one sun icon? So means 1 out of 4 build failed. Means 1 build failed out of 4 build. Okay, if all are failing, it should show cloud icon. If all are pass, it should show sun icon. If some build is passing, some build is failing, then you will get this kind of message. So if you go here, you go to console output, you can see Java input output exception, because this is not a valid command for shell scripting. So you can see the build failure option. Okay, so you go back the project and you can see here build failure, remaining 3 build pass. Let me go back again, go build now. Again I am building. It automatically get refreshed. Now see, build stability 2 out of 5 failed. Okay, so if I go back here and go to the configuration, sorry, not configuration, go back here, go to the last build and go to the console output, it's showing you an error message. Okay, this is the way you can check whatever the code you are checking in, those are what is the status of those are pass or fail. Okay, so I'm going back here again. Finally, I'm doing the configuration, build, configuration, build. Let's go back to execute Windows batch command, because this is a valid batch command. Let's not do it. Save it. Back to my project. Again run. Build. Okay, so it's building now. Now see, this time it's passed. So if you put cursor here, build stability 2 out of 5 build failed. Click here. You can see here, go to the console output, you can see the output. Now this time it's success. Okay, this is the previous build, again previous build, previous build. So you can see the success and failure, all this build you can see here. Okay, so this is the way you can run your project and you can check what is your build status, whether it's pass and fail. Okay. In the next class, we will see how we can run using A and T and all. Okay, and how we can schedule the build. We don't need to run manually from here. Okay, we need to schedule some build so that it should run on that particular time. Okay, thank you.